Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again for another video going through the S vinyls on the shelf. Nearing the end of the bringing it up to date to present day gradually. There's a few things to say really about the sort of 2014-2015 period. The last thing I showed you I think was the live album from, or rather it was the, so the last thing I showed you was the Fly From Here box set album, which came out the lineup with Benoit David still with the band as singer. Jeff Downs had joined on keyboards, and he had Squire, Howe and White make up a 5-piece at that time. So the situation basically was that I think they sort of realised that Benoit David was not a long-term going to be a long-term member of the band. So he was kind of pushed out, as Yes can tend to do, quite ruthlessly, and they brought in another guy. Now before we get on to the recordings that were subsequently made with that new lineup, these things all seem to have appeared around that time on vinyl. So we've got this Yes Union Live beautiful deluxe box set that came out in 2014 on Let Them Eat Vinyl. And it's Union Live, complete Union live show. I think it's either Denver or Mountain View. I'll just get it out. It's worth having a look to remind myself on these things. So quite a nice lavish box. I mean, Let Them Eat Vinyl was kind of one of these grey area labels. So a nice inner book style thing, and basically it all comes open like a book, so very hard to show you really. But you've got nice, I'll stand up so I can show you. All these, like, these all hold the vinyls, so looks very much like a authentic thing. Semi-official, I suppose we'd call it. The thing about this was it was kind of promoted as being coloured vinyl in a lot of places, whereas it was only ever black vinyl. So I remember me and my friend were really sort of confused when it came out in black vinyl, because the supplier, I don't know whether they said it was multicoloured vinyl or splatter vinyl or whatever. Anyway, it was only ever black vinyl, but it's a nice nice thing to have. Okay, now the other thing that came out in I think 2015 was the Friday Music's version of the S album. Now this would ordinarily have been with the early vinyls that I was showing you, but because they did it as a box set, it got stored separately, so I just thought I'd sort of show it up now. It is the most beautiful thing. It's a double album, so they made it into a double album, and they did this beautiful box. And I'll just basically Uh, it's exactly the same as the original album sleeve, but they've just obviously changed the back to show that it's over 2 albums, and still spelling John Anderson with an H. But yeah, I mean, those are the labels. So as I said before, the pressings, the Friday Music pressings, are just super deluxe, heavy quality sound, remastered sound, and it's definitely an essential one to have. Iconic album, groundbreaking album. So that's that. Now I'm not sure when this one came out, but of all the sort of reissues that have been done of Fragile, with sort of CD and vinyl and whatever else, this is the one that I was keen to have. So it's Ultra Disc, limited to 7,500 made, mine's number 3878. These were limited edition Lo-Fi pressings. Absolutely gorgeous. So you get the Ultra Disc gold sticker there. So essentially you preserve the shrink. Just remove that carefully. So this is like a matte, almost velvety feel to the sleeve. Gold writing. And inside you get protective foam. You get a reprint of the book. You get the Ultra Disc sheet explaining the process of how these are cut. That's fascinating. You then get a special original master recording insert. On the inside you get the lyrics, the inside of the cover, and then 2 LPs, separate sleeves, Lo-Fi livery, gold foil print, beautiful. And the disc itself held within a special protective hard cover, and then a Lo-Fi in the sleeve. And Lo-Fi labels. That's the second disc. Don't need to get that out. It's the same inside. So yeah, so spread out over 2 LPs. The probably highest quality pressing standard. Beautifully presented. Sheer quality. As I say, I think that came out around this sort of time. Might have been slightly later. I'll put that back later. Okay, so three fantastic things there, but harking back from earlier periods. So now, the next thing that I've got in terms of release order is this beautiful is it 4 LP set? Yeah, so it's a 4 LP live concert, the songs from Songus. So this came out on DVD, and this was pressed up on vinyl. This is the ear music pressing, which has got coloured vinyl, and I think I might open this one. Yeah, so I've not broken the seal on it, but I've broken it to see the vinyl, so I'll show you the vinyls. First one, nice deep yellow. Second one, nice deep orange. Third one, red. And the last one, a lovely sort of aquamarine blue. So yeah, I mean, great tour, great show, and nicely recorded. Just looking at this, the last disc is actually one-sided, and so this is the 4th disc, and the blank side is edged with the Yes logo on. Don't know if you can see that. So that was quite a nice extra touch. There you go, you can see it right there. So yeah, the concert was actually from the 2004 tour. So it's the classic lineup together again, and yeah. So I've got one other copy of that, which is the, I think this probably came out first, same label but black vinyl. You have a different sticker on the front. Everything else is the same, and this time I can show you the inside because it's broken the seal on this one. And I won't get them all out, but just show you that these are black vinyl. And yeah, nice labels as well. So very nice quality pressing, beautiful sleeve, the Yes logo really nice and bold, beautiful logo. I mean, if that's not a beautiful thing, I don't know what is. I know I say that a lot, but so this was all good stuff. Thick heavy record, it'd take a long time to get that back in its bag. So this is all stuff looking back historically, that's all coming out on vinyl. The band by this time have gone on tour in their new lineup, and so we have a live album like it is at the Bristol Hippodrome, and this is from 2014. It was recorded, so I imagine this came out fairly soon after that. So again, Roger Dean did lovely sleeve, gatefold. The inside, I'll just show it to you with the full painting. Lovely sleeve, and it's just a double album. Oh, it is coloured vinyl, I forgot. Yeah. So there's a translucent orange vinyl. The other one's the same. Yeah. So this is the 2014 tour. I've now got John Davison as the singer, ex of Glass Hammer, of course, and just doing classic Yes stuff. So you've got the whole of Going for the One, and you've got the whole of the Yes album. And Billy Sherwood doing the production. So that was that one, and then we had another one done in a similar style. This is live at Costa Mesa Art Center in America. So again, show you the sleeve. This time the outer sleeve. There's the full picture, and then the inner sleeve the same. So we're talking the same lineup. Yeah, and this was the same year, but this was the Close to the Edge and Fragile tour. So yeah, so Close to the Edge complete, Fragile complete. So yeah, even Cans and Brahms was on there, even though Jeff Downs as the keyboard player. This was not coloured vinyl, this was just black vinyl. So a nice couple of live albums from those tours, and having been together for a while, decided then that we're going to I needed to put a studio album out. I need to get myself prepared with this one, so please bear with me. Right, okay, so I think it's that one there. So this thing came out, and we don't talk about it anymore. So right, so I'm obliged to tell you about it, but that's as far as we go. The next thing I've got on my shelf, again, these might be all out of order. So Progeny, they found these Yes tapes from 1972 and brought out the big box set, which I've got, but they also brought out a sort of reduced version as a triple album. I think it's the one particular show, isn't it? Is this the Knoxville? Yeah. Oh no, they're all different. So it's, yeah, Uniondale, Knoxville, Durham, Greensboro. Yeah. So it's their kind of highlights, if you like. and it was a great thing to happen. We were pretty depressed by this stage, as you can probably imagine, but when we heard that this had been found and then became realised. So trifold sleeve, book style this time, quite unusual, very nice indeed, and just black vinyl I do believe. Don't think there's anything else inside it. No, I need to give it something else. So yeah, I mean it really takes us back to Yes songs, doesn't it? Classic lineup, proper band, fantastic music, and yeah, I mean I got the CD, so the order I bought these things, I got the CD box set straight away, really enjoyed that. I got this sometime later. In fact, if I can just get this on, I'll tell you the date line of release. And then I didn't get the big vinyl box set at the time. It was ridiculously overpriced, I thought. That's not going to go back either, so I'll sort that later. This came out in 2015. So yeah, it was just a great thing. It's just a great thing. Cheered us all up immensely. I've then got the next thing on here is the Topographic Drama live album. So this is now we've got Jay Shellen named as additional drummer to Alan White. Alan was really struggling by this time. This is 2017, and I really, I mean anything to do with Topographic obviously I adored. So this was a tour I did go and see. Fantastic sleeve, fantastic use of the original logos. So again we've got this book style. Lots of live shots. Again it's black vinyl, but that's right, there is a beautiful in a book. Really gorgeous. So very nice, nicely done. Live across America, lovely text at the bottom, and a gorgeous painting, I think you'll agree. And so I'll struggle to get that back in there one time, but whatever we think about how they were playing, and I'm not a fan of John Davison, his vocals, it was still, the band was carrying on and they were playing all this classic music, classic Yes music, so it was still good. We've then got okay, so we've got Fly From Here, the return trip. So this was an intriguing thing. Trevor Horn came onto the scene, and I don't know what was the motivation really was this, but basically they decided to re-record the album with Trevor Horn on vocals. One can only imagine really why the thought process was behind that. And he produced it. So they gave us this kind of slightly different sleeve. And there are definite differences to parts of the music. I remember getting it on CD and listening to it in the car, and phoning my mate at the time and saying, "Oh, this bit's different, and if you listen to that bit, slightly rearranged." It was only black vinyl, of course. So it was, I don't know whether it was trying to say we weren't happy with the original, so we've redone it, or whether it was just to give Trevor Horn a bit of money. I don't know. But, and then in addition to that one, they did it on picture disc. So yeah, so that's the picture disc version. Carefully. Always nice to get Roger Dean imagery on picture disc. It's always confused me as to why, when they brought out a picture disc of one of their albums, it's never been a Roger Dean one. So what have they done? They did 90125, going for the 1, but they didn't do picture discs. I mean, that relayer picture disc is just a sort of Japanese one-off thing, really. Moving on, I've then got the Yes at 50 live, 4 LP I think again. Yeah, but the side 8 is blank. Patrick Moraz is given a well, you've got Tony Kaye and Patrick Moraz given extra credit on the keyboards. So this is the coloured vinyl version. The tour was 2018. Yeah, that's right. Tony Kaye and Patrick Moraz were special guests on the night, or the one night. So that one I haven't broken the seal. So I'll just get the vinyls out. This is a heavy gatefold sleeve. You've got a really nice, super quality book. And you have to say, you know, this is the sort of presentation that Yes should be doing. So I think they might all be blue. Let's have a look. No, they're not that different. So the first one is blue, translucent. Second one is translucent green. Rather dark for some reason, but it is quite bright green. Very heavy as well, 180 gram. Third one is clear, milky clear. Right, now the fourth one on mine is quite sort of pale yellow, but again, side 8 is blank, but it's etched with Yes logos all going round. You can see that. Here you go. Very nice, very lovely, and what you have to say is they've given a lot of thought and care over the presentation on these live albums, and I've got another version of that, which is the standard non-coloured vinyl one, but this I think I've opened so I can show you the inside. So it's just a very heavy gatefold sleeve. So thanks for watching, and hopefully see you for the next one.